Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHEM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHEM, RUKAKWADAH. Shalom to my Akim, Wagwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. Psalms chapter, where is it? Genesis, chapter 2, verse 7. And the Lord Yahweh formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. All right. So the lesson that we're going to be going today is, basically a generalization on what happens after death. Okay, and this is not necessarily even a generalization, but just I guess it is generalization, because there are a lot of people that think, when you die, you go into hell if you're a bad person. If you die, you go into heaven, all this stuff like that. And that's because the Christian church that has, put it in people's mind to think that type of way. But that's because, they don't have the full understanding of the scriptures. All right. Oh, and I just remembered something that I have to incorporate inside of this lesson. So bear with me, because I do not want to forget this. I'm not going to go, I'll try to keep everything compact. But Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9, the thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. So basically, the thing is, the spirit that you are now, you came in that same spirit before. And what I mean by that is basically reincarnation or regeneration. And lots of brothers use different terms. I use reincarnation because it's speaking as a man, me personally, I use reincarnation because it is the simplest term for everyone, that everyone universally understands and knows the process of it. All right, even though it might not be the best term, but it's still, for the most part, accurate. And basically, you are who your forefathers are. All right, all right, perfect. Finally, all right. So now, as I was saying, the spirit that is the spirit you're in now. Okay, if you are a non-believer, an alphabet gang member, or a demon, okay, whatever, you're gonna be the same way as you were before. If you were a believer, you're gonna be a believer just as before. All right. So now we're gonna get some precepts to kind of prove that, because this does tie in, because when you die, where does your spirit go to? Numbers chapter 14 verse 18. The Lord is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving the iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. So now it's saying that if your great grandfather or your grandfather does something, great grandfather, whatever, okay, or grandparent does something, then you have to pay for what they did. All right. So now that might seem unfair, but the reality of it is that your great grandfather or your great grandparent, depending on who you or what you are, all right, that was actually you. All right, you were that great or great grandparent. Okay, you were that aunts. You are your ancestors. We are our ancestors. So all the stuff that we did back then, we're paying for them now. We might not have gotten paid for them at the time, in that lifetime, but we're paying for it now. All right, because the thing is, it's not fair for the Lord is a just God. He's not going to just punish someone for no reason. I don't like Kawakab, so I'm gonna break his legs. No, absolutely not. That's not how the Lord works. All right. If you did something, then you're gonna have to suffer for it. But at the same time, there is the understanding that we do have to suffer for righteousness' sake, which comes in the form of, just enduring in Babylon. All right. So now let's also get this. Ezekiel chapter 18 verse 20. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. And also notice the word it used. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. Continuing on. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. So if you do something, you have to pay for what you did. You're not gonna. No one else is going to pay for some wickedness that you did. All right. So that's where people might see this. Oh, this is a contradiction in the Bible. Oh, would you look at that? Like, I thought he said that the son has to pay for. No, it's not a contradiction. It's very clearly, if you have the understanding, which actually get that. Let's get more of the understanding. John chapter 9 from the top. And as Yahawashi passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? So everyone has the understanding that this blind man was born blind. Okay, so he was born with that affliction, and as a result of that, it's very understood. And yet they still ask, did this man sin to be born blind? All right. So yes, this is the disciples, who are a lot more, very knowledgeable. I was just say very knowledgeable in scriptures. All right. Even they know and understand that yes, reincarnation is a thing. All right. So this is part of the answer of where do we go when we die, which the answer is back to earth. All right. Or back to earth in the form of our descendants. All right. So now, let's say you have to kind of like clear some stuff up about that. Someone might say, oh well, what if you don't have kids and stuff like that? Well, you're still gonna reincarnated into your nearest of kin's descendants. All right. So basically, like brother, sister, if not brother, sister, brother, sister, or cousins or something like that. But basically, you can't be reincarnated out of an ethnicity that you aren't already, because you're going to stay being that same ethnicity no matter what. So for example, let's say I get with I keep on this is the easiest way. Or actually, but I'll just use another example, a famous example. All right. What's that dude's name? So Steph Curry. Stephen Curry, whatever, bro. Son. So Steph Curry has this Edomite looking ass kid. All right. Now, if you just look at the kid, maybe not Steph Curry. Well, I mean, fuck it. I think Blake Griffin is a better example. And he looks just like a straight up Edomite. All right. But the thing is that because at the end of the day, that's the spirit. That's the spirit of it's still, even though he looks like an Edomite, he still has the spirit of Jake. All right. Now bear with me, Slakia about that. Anyway, as I was saying, basically the spirit of Blake Griffin's son, or even by extension, Blake Griffin used to resign in the physical body of someone darker. All right, because if you look at what's that dude's name? His father. All right, his father is dark. All right, and then there's just the mixing. All right, the mixing. So this is his father, like very dark. So yeah, there's the mixing, and it doesn't. The spirit stays the same, but the actual physical body, it can change. All right, and the change comes in the form of, you know, I guess if you mixing with any other race, if you mix with Indian, white, whatever, okay, Chinese, okay, so we can look like vastly different people, okay, but at the end of the day, if your seed line from your father, if your lineage from your father's side goes back to a so-called black man or Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then that means that you are an Israelite. All right. Now, with that, Slakia for being so long-winded, we have the understanding that once again that reincarnation is a thing. So when you die, you're going to be reincarnated. But with that being said, there's also another aspect of it. Psalm chapter 104, verse 29. Thou hidest thy face, they are troubled. Thou takest away their breath, they die and return to their dust. So over here, firstly, verse 29 says, return to their dust. I believe we read Genesis 2, verse 7, where the two main components of us as humans are our body, which is from the dust of the ground or the dust of the earth, and the spirit, which is the breath of life given to us by YAHAWAH, all right, to allow us to be able to live. Now, verse 30, thou sendest forth thy spirit, they are created, and thou renewest the face of the earth. Okay, now the thing is, when someone dies, their body decomposes. All right, so they are slowly the spirit and the body are returning to where they belong. So the body back to the earth, and the spirit back to Yahawadah, which let's get a precept to confirm that. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto Yahweh who gave it. So this is, again, as I said before, where the body and the spirit returns to. It returns, it's like this is what happens when a person dies. It returns to the body of where it came from. It returned to where it came from, all right, which is, in this case, the earth and Yahawadah. And I'll just keep on going. Revelation chapter 20, verse 12, and I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Yahweh, and the books were open, and another book was open, which is the book of life, and the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works. All right, and also, I'm not gonna lie, I was just listening to this one speech or whatever by this, I don't know, politician or some shit, and he was basically saying some like smooth words, buttery words, talking about no child, no kid, no African black boy or whatever is going to be left out of the book of life, tree of life, or some shit, something of life. All right, that's basically what he said. And that goes back into Esau trying to take the position of Yahawadah, which it being the Most High God. All right, so I just wanted to point that out because that's just what it reminded me of. And like Esau is, he's gonna be humbled. All right, but yeah, anyway, Slakia. So yeah, basically, with that being said, the spirit of who we are is going to is already predestined. Okay, because the spirit of us being a believer, being a prophet, being whatever, way back when, all right, is going to be an extension, or what's the proper term? It's going to be shown in. It's already in the book of life, basically. So, who the elect is already determined. Like person A, B, or whatever is going to be part of the party elect. D, E, F. They're not part of the elect. That's basically it. And yeah, the thing about that is the fact that it is predestined, yes, but at the same time, like one of the not identifiers, but the thing is that, again, as I said before, like the prophets, because the thing is, Slakia, Yahawashi, he's not dead. Okay, so he didn't reincarnate, which, funnily enough, I did have to make a lesson on that, where someone thought that Yahawashi was dead, was reincarnated as Tupac, which I had to show them that was not the case. But for other prophets that did die, all right, like Moses and John the Baptist, Elijah, whoever, and many more. But a lot of them, not a lot of them, all of them, except for the ones that are still alive, they've reincarnated. Okay, they still they are walking there as another person, maybe a Tyrone or something like that. Okay, but because they were prophets back then, they're going to be prophets now. All right, so that's just some trivia / food for thought. All right, Daniel chapter 12 verse 2, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life and some to shame and everlasting content. So that's another thing, for those that are currently dead, and maybe they haven't their next body or whatever hasn't been prepared yet, especially with the abortion stuff going on. There's a lot of people, or a lot of Israelites that, or not even just Israelites, but people in general in Babylon, that are getting abortions and just killing kids, immediately. So I wouldn't be surprised to, or I could go as far as to say, some people are kind of being like, are kind of waiting on hold to be, brought back. Okay, maybe they don't get a chance. They're not, Slakia for my terrible wording, but basically they're not being given a chance to live in immediate time frame of right now, these end times. Okay, so yeah, when the end comes, then it's just a matter of, okay, were they a believer before they died? Then then they're going to be rewarded. If they weren't, they're going to be judged for it. They're going to be destroyed. Now, John chapter 5:8, marvel not at this, for the hour is coming, in the which all that are in the graves shall hear his voice, and shall come forth, they that have done good, so unto the resurrection of life, and they that have done evil unto the resurrection of damnation. So yes, we see even more. So, and that's another thing, just in general, the people of today, the wickedness that they've done, especially to Yahawashi, they're going to have to pay for it. Okay, Isaiah 26 verse 19, thy dead men shall live, together with my dead body shall they arise, awake and sing, ye that dwell in dust, for thy dew is as the dew of herbs, and the earth shall cast out the dead. So the dead is going to be, oh my God, Slakia, I'll see, Shalom, okay, bear with me one moment. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Shalom to my Akim Wakwa, and we're diligently waiting to be delivered from this found captivity. Abba, and Shalom.